Hey, welcome to my studio. My name's Kris. In this short video, I'm going to show you how I painted this painting of a robin with just two colors. Let's get started. Before I get started with this painting, I want to show you the two colors I'm using in this painting, Ultramarine Blue and Quinacridone Burnt Orange. In this video, I am going to be painting with just two colors. Quinacridone Burnt Orange, this is a Daniel Smith color. The second color is Ultramarine Blue. The specific brand I'm using is M. Graham. Now, these two colors are on most people's palette. They're classic colors. First of all, the Quinacridone Burnt Orange. This color is very similar to burnt sienna. However, I have a burnt sienna on my palette that I don't really like that much. I'm going to put just a bit of it here. You're going to see this one version of burnt sienna I have is just very weak. I'm actually using a fair bit of paint there. I just can't get that color to be very dark. So I don't like it. So I'm not going to use that. So instead, I purchased the Daniel Smith Burnt Quinacridone, or Quinacridone Burnt Orange, and I really like it. And it's very similar to burnt sienna that you'll see in other brands of paint. And so I'm using that instead for my burnt sienna. So you may have another brand, another paint on your palette. You may have burnt sienna, and you might want to use that instead of the Quinacridone Burnt Orange that I'm using. But just know that this is a substitution for that. One of the beautiful things about these two colors is that when they are combined, they can create a beautiful neutral color grays or browns. And I'm just going to go through the process here of taking these two colors and really mixing them right on the paper and letting them blend and just see the variety of different colors we can get. Now, in here initially, I'm putting down two pretty strong washes of these colors, and you'll see that it's creating a almost a greenish color in here. If I take that and just kind of let it blend out a bit, we'll see, I'm just working some more color in there. We can get just a variety of colors. Again, from coming into a really beautiful neutral color here, but there's a little bit of greenish up in this area as well. I'm just going to continue doing this mix, again, primarily on the paper with different quantities of the two colors. There's my Quinacridone Burnt Orange again. This time I'm going to use a much more watered down version of my ultramarine here and bring this in. This is a grayish blue then that could really be used in skies. And again, you might not tend to think that an orange would be a color you would use a lot in skies, but when mixed gently with a little ultramarine blue, we get this beautiful grayish color again, now a lighter version of that gray color or neutral, that really could represent clouds with a little tint of the setting sun, for example. And that's just a beautiful mixture of colors there. I'm going to come back. This time I'm going to use a real strong application of my Quin Burnt Orange, and I'm going to really load up the ultramarine blue here and see how dark we can get these colors. Okay, now this almost looks black there. Again, the orange and just a really heavy application of my ultramarine blue, I almost get a black. And again, mixing that out. So that's really heavy on the on the blue side of the spectrum, just with a little bit of that burnt orange into it, darkens it beautifully. It almost looks like an indigo to me. Okay, let's just keep going. I'm just kind of playing around here, and I really highly recommend that you do this with your paints. You need to get to know your pigments. You need to get to know really what you can do with them, and what different combinations of the colors will do on your paper as you mix them. This is looking more similar to what I already did, the first mix there. Hints of green in there. So this and this are pretty similar. Let's start with a really light, again, a watered down application of my burnt orange as opposed to a really heavy version of it here. Let's just go lighter, okay, as you see there, and then come in with even a nice light application of my ultramarine blue, and then mix those a bit in here. These will dry a different value and different hue than what we see here right now. Of course, watercolor always dries lighter than what you see it at the time of application. You got to keep that in mind. Kind of a medium application of that. Again, combined with my ultramarine blue. Let me speed up the video here now as I finish out the swatching of the two colors. It's important that you just study how your two colors blend and the results that you can get with different combinations of the colors. Okay, now it's time to paint something with our two colors. I've chosen to paint this robin. Notice in the finished painting the variety of colors I achieved by mixing burnt orange and ultramarine blue. The gray tones in the feathers, the brown in the feathers and in the branch, and even the very dark, almost black tones in the eye, the beak, and other details. All of this can be achieved with careful mixing of two complementary colors. In the rest of the video, you'll see my complete painting process shown at about 3 times normal speed. I hope you find this helpful. I hope you found this video to be helpful. If so, please consider subscribing to my channel. If you hit the notification bell, you'll also be informed when I upload my next video. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.